There's a great book called The Road Less Traveled, written by a fellow called M. Scott Peck. And the opening line in that book is, life is difficult. Life is difficult. And it's a great truth. And a big part of life is difficult because we have to grow up. We have to grow up. And if we don't grow up, it costs us in terms of our ability to interact with other people, in terms of our potential in the workplace, in terms of our general well-being. Now, growing up is not turning 21, 22, 50, 60, or 70. Again, I've met lots of people who are 50, 60, 70 who haven't grown up. And a big reason for that is growing up is hard. It talks to the life is difficult issue. Because in order to grow up, I have to look at myself in the mirror and say, shucks, David, you stuffed up on this issue. You're wrong on this issue. You've made a mistake. You've got to bear the pain and pay the price. Now, it doesn't have to be a public declaration, but within my own space, I must have the maturity in order to accept that I'm human, I'm broken, I'm not perfect. And that's what makes growing up so difficult for an incredible number of people. So some people actively fight growing up. Some people actively fight taking responsibility for themselves and trying to grow by making amends and recognizing their own weaknesses. If you stop growing or you fail to grow up, fail to acknowledge your weaknesses and where there are improvements, that is going to limit you incredibly in your career. Growing up, however, is going to be difficult because you're going to confront aspects of yourself that you may not like, that may not be popular, and as M. Scott talks about it, he says that are a dark shadow. Growing up is hard, it's difficult, but if you want to make progress, you don't have a choice.